This is HTJ Halloween, and today I am back with my unboxing of probably the most heavily requested prop I've ever had in my comment sections to be on the channel, which is Krampus. Now, I typically, as you guys know, don't really have an interest in the licensed movie characters and never really use them in my haunted display, but since this year I'm not doing the display and I'm just bringing props to you guys that you guys want to see and that you love, I had to get Krampus because I swear I've seen comments since the first time I uploaded the sneak peek on him saying you need to get Krampus or I'm gonna unsubscribe. So I had to get Krampus, and yes, I made you guys wait so long. This is the last unboxing, but if you guys don't want to, just completely not see me for the next, few months after Halloween ends, because the channel is going to kind of come to a screeching halt, then please be sure to check out my music, which you heard a snippet of one of my songs at the beginning of this video, and I should have a new song out by now, like 3 singles, and a music video and everything, and you can find the links to my Spotify, my Apple Music, and my Tyler Hunt Music YouTube page down at the very top of the description. And if you click through that, please go ahead and be sure to give me a listen on Spotify and follow me over there so you don't miss my releases. I plan to do 5 to 6, maybe even more songs each year into the foreseeable future, and it's not going to slow down. And like I said, it's something you can follow me on year round, and you don't have to just completely forget about me through the next few months. So if you do want to continue to follow me and my passions and what I'm working on in my creative efforts, then I'm sure you'll want to check out the music. It is pop music. Some of you may or may not be interested in it, but please just be sure to check it out to give me some constructive criticism or some feedback, because every single comment counts, and your guys' love and support is really going to take it to the next level. So without further ado, let's pop open Krampus. Now, as you guys can tell, oh, and also check out my HTJ Halloween merch shop. I always forget. I'm wearing my most highest selling shirt right here, so if you guys want to get your hands on one of these, it might not come by Halloween at this point, but you can still grab it to flaunt that you're a fan of the channel. Link to that is also down in the description. But I did need to mention, I'm in the garage here. There might be some background noise, but that is because Krampus is so freaking huge, especially with those big antlers he has, that I wanted to make sure we have enough space to set him up in full, because imagine I'm in the basement and then I can't even fit the thing in there. That would just be a disaster. So, but you might hear a little bit of background noise, but it's all right because I think the lighting is great out here. So it's definitely a trade-off that I am fine with giving. So let's go ahead and pop open this box. Now, it's huge. It's an absolutely huge box. I couldn't even fit it in my car. I had to go back and get it with the truck. Here is the top of the box. I'll just give you guys kind of a closer up look at the box. It is a really unique and cool looking box for this year. It clearly has, a different design than the other props because it has that licensed Krampus look. It has the actual Krampus font for the movie and just like icicles and snow on the top. It actually is a really, really neat design. Gotta hand it to them. They did a great job with this one. And we've got pictures of Krampus all around, realistic chains with rattling sound. It actually is one of the one that comes with handles this year, and they're doing that on quite a lot of the very large boxes. It's a new thing this year, and I definitely think it's a good idea. So we may have to lower the camera angle here and show me dragging stuff out on the ground, but for now, let's just go ahead and crack open the box from the top. So here, we just have a little cardboard protector. It probably would be easiest to drag some of this stuff out, but I can take a little bit of it out. Here's what we're seeing immediately right off the bat. See if you can get a good look into the box there when we open up the Krampus box. I mean, everything about him is just absolutely massive, and that is why I was worried he was not gonna fit in the basement. Whoa, look at the hands. We've got Krampus's ring. I'm gonna have to do a close-up shot on that. Look at this hand. It is incredibly spooky, incredibly realistic, huge and detailed, and it is part O. So, very cool looking. There's the other hand right here. He has some more rings on. Now, I was not a super fan of the Krampus movies. I don't really remember exactly what Krampus looked like. I did watch it, but I don't remember, exactly how accurate this prop is to what he looked like in the movie. Here is the clothing piece, and it actually is really hefty because we've got the fluffy part of his Santa outfit. It's a pretty hefty amount of clothing that we have for Krampus here. So yeah, that's what that looks like. Don't really need a close-up of that. his nice Santa, basically it's like a dirty Santa outfit. It looks like we are just gonna be able to pull everything out from a top angle here. This looks like his back piece. We've got like the spine shape right here. See if you can see. It's kind of got like a spine shape like we've seen on like Towering Clown. So assuming that is gonna give his back some shape. I don't know how complicated of a setup we're in for here. Hopefully it won't be terrible. Oh, this is really cool. Here is his antlers, or his horns, I guess you would call them, not really antlers. And they're actually really neat. They have a furry part at the bottom where they connect, so it looks pretty realistic. And these are really, I think, what gives him that insane height that he probably wouldn't have fit in the basement. Yeah, these are cool. And these are just some foam arm pieces right here. Remember guys, if you want to buy the shirt that you see me wearing in this unboxing right now, a link to the HTJ merch shop will be down in the description. A huge shoulder frame right here because he is definitely a big guy. Another piece, I don't know if this is a chest plate or what. Okay, wait, what is this? Oh my gosh, this is just a foot. Holy crap. I've never seen a foot this big. I didn't even realize that he had a foot. I honestly thought that it was just covered all by the clothing piece, but look at this giant hoof that he has. Really interesting and awesome looking piece right here. So I didn't even know it had that. That is cool. And take out some of these protections. Here is our main mechanism piece that gives him his side-to-side motion. So be careful with that. Also comes with a control box attached. This is the base with our metal support poles. You know, it looks like it's going to be a very typical setup. I'm not too concerned. I'll put this over here. And we're getting to the last couple of things in here. Now this head looks really cool. It's in this cardboard thing right here. All right, well, the beard is covering up the face right now, but look at this, guys. Take the protective plastic off, and whoa. Krampus's face. It's actually squishy. It's like a latex mask on top of a hard plastic shape. Huge beard. And yeah, I don't know how accurate this is to what he looks like in the movie, because like I said, I really don't really remember it. You know, I watched it, but I was never a huge fan. But I think it's really cool that he has like multiple layers of teeth. Oh, sorry, out of camera there. The multiple layers of teeth are really wicked. And yeah, I don't know if that's what it looks like in the movie, but we also have, it looks like the forest demon print for the eyes, which is super cool. And like this incredibly long beard, it goes like all the way to the floor. So that is the face. We have some wires and its connection point back here. The face is actually a little smaller than I thought, just because of how huge this guy is, but yeah. So that is that. And we also have his instructions in a bag of some plastic chains and bells, which is really cool. These are the last two pieces here. The instructions I'll go ahead and focus on if you guys want to see those. Take a look at his parts. Doesn't look terribly complicated. And the chains right here are actually really cool because it really brings him to life with his chain moving sound that he has in his audio. So you certainly don't want to forget to put the chains on. And so guys, that is a wrap for my unboxing portion of this video. Last unboxing I'm doing on the channel, very sad, but again, you can follow me all year round on my Spotify, which will be linked at the top of the description. But anyways, this is all of the parts, quite jumbled up right now. You can stay tuned for my instructional setup if you want to see a little bit more of an organized situation here. But let's go ahead and jump in to setting up Krampus. So as usual, we want to start with our base labeled A on a flat surface, and the first pole we want to attach is this pole labeled B that doesn't have any connection on one side of it, but it has a hole on the other, because it's literally just going to go on that little front snap lock piece you see in the bottom corner that is just for the foot to, or the hoof to sit on. It doesn't actually support anything else. So now we can slide this really cool looking hoof over this pole labeled B, and there's just a little hole on the bottom of it. Get it to come out the top of the hole right here, and then there you go. That is all that pole is for. So now we just have 4 metal snap locking poles that need to go on to these leg connections right here, and there's no real rhyme or reason. The instructions are kind of confusing because these are labeled wrong, but it literally is just simple snap lock poles here, so nothing to worry about. Get those 2 in, and now we can put the other 2 poles onto these snap locks right here. Once again, I'll be having an instructional video to help you guys really set this up if you want to set him up before Halloween comes. So it is now looking like this. We can take our main mechanism piece with the control box and everything here and attach that to the tops of our leg poles. So this is part F, and so far we're looking at a very simple setup. Might have to do a little bending. Nope, that's it. And there you go. Now we can go ahead and insert our shoulder form labeled G. I don't think it matters which direction it goes because it's symmetrical. Using these little prongs, or actually it does have a large connection and a small connection, so you can't put it on backwards. Now insert the back form, which actually goes into holes that are on the shoulder form. So really stacking up the forms here. And once again, it has a large and small prong. Now we can drape the clothing over. So it looks to be about in the right position. We've got, you know, the sleeves on the sides and the opening for the head there, but we will figure it out. So there is a Velcro strip down at the bottom if you have the clothes in the right direction, and that connects to this Velcro strip on the hoof. My clothes are giving me a little bit of trouble here, but we'll just go ahead and do that. It seems like it's a little stuck. Alright, so once our clothing is situated, we can go ahead and insert the prongs on the back of the head here into the ones that we will find located right in the center of the neck. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. The head sticks out pretty far. And it's got a couple of wires to plug in. Put that right there. So there actually is a Velcro strip that is kind of embedded in the fur on the top of the hood here, and that goes right onto this Velcro strip on his head. These other Velcro strips I think are going to be used for the horns. So now we want to go ahead and run our arms up through the sleeves and then use the prongs at the end to attach them. This is what he is looking like at this stage now, guys. Really starting to come together. Now let's get those hands in. We want to insert our really awesome looking hands here using the prongs on the back, and let's just make sure that the thumbs are facing inward. You could also look at the label and figure out, you know, which hand is going where, but just have the thumbs facing each other and you can never go wrong. Guys, I had forgotten to put part I, the back extension, in, but I just did it off camera. It literally just kind of makes there be more of a back shape here. But look at how awesome this guy is looking with those hands inserted. Now let's move on to the next step. So now it is time to insert his horns. Now, I don't know that it really matters which one goes where. They look to be the same. But let's go ahead and find the prongs that are underneath of his head right here. There is a slit that is cut out for those prongs specifically, and it goes right into there. So guys, this setup was actually way more painless than I thought. Our only step remaining is to prop these chains over our Krampus into a desired position. There is really no rhyme or reason, but I love that they come with actual bells. So if it moves in the wind or something, and as it moves from side to side, you can hear the chains. All right, so guys, this is Krampus, the 2020 licensed animatronic for this year. And I have to say, in person, because this is actually my first time seeing him in person since he's not really set up in stores typically, he is massive, one of the biggest animatronics I've ever seen, and just really, really comes to life. He is super freaky and definitely will be the first thing someone notices at your haunted house or your display for this year on Halloween. But without further ado, I have his control box and everything set up, and I have him on an extension cord just so we're not stretching that wire too much. And let's just plug him in and see him in action. He's on full volume as well. He's on sensor. I don't know where his sensor is, to be honest. So guys, the sensor is actually in his mouth. So let's go do it. He's howling. I think he might actually have two different phrases. This one's different. Look at how huge he is. Freaking crazy. Biggest guy I've ever seen. Alright guys, that is going to complete my unboxing and setup of Krampus. I think he is such a huge 2020 favorite because like I have said, I have seen him in my comment sections just every single upload. I have seen someone saying, I need to get Krampus. So I am so glad I was finally able to bring him on the channel, but sadly, this is my last unboxing of 2020. You still have a instructional setup to look forward to and maybe a little surprise video come Halloween day. But I really wish you guys the best this Halloween season, and I hope you are having a great final little week of October and are feeling really spooky and having a great time. And if you want to follow me more this year and not just completely forget about me through the rest of the year aside from Halloween, then please be sure to check out my Spotify, which will be linked down in the description, because you can follow me over there on Spotify so you won't miss any of my songs. I sing on them and produce them, and it's really, really fun. Just another creative project of mine to look out for. There will also be my Spirit Halloween affiliate link, where at this point, stuff might not come by Halloween, but maybe stuff is on a discount right now. There will be an exclusive promo code down there, and if you want to go ahead and get something on sale, then please be sure to go ahead and buy it on my Spirit Halloween affiliate link, because it helps out me and the channel at no extra cost to you. There will also be a link to all of my social media pages, my HTJ Halloween Instagram, where you can follow me for Halloween updates, although Halloween is almost coming to a close, and I highly recommend following me on my Tyler Hunt Music Instagram for more consistent posting all throughout the year regarding my new singles and also photo shoots of myself. And there will also be a link to the HTJ Halloween merch shop where you can purchase the shirt that you saw me wearing in today's video. And with that said, guys, I hope you have enjoyed all of my unboxings for this year. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for the instructional setup of this guy, and I will see you all in the next one.